Hey guys, so I'm working on some X10 stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to disable the local control circuit and appliance modules since I have some issue with LED bulbs cycling them back on. So I finally had somebody direct me to a website that has that information. So here's just an appliance module opened up. So you can see there's the relay. There are the plugs that plug in. There's the where you plug it into. There on the front are where the selectors go. And the bulk of it is in this integrated circuit here. It's kind of hard to see. So I've seen two different ways to disable the local control circuit, and I'm probably going to try them both. One is this diode right here. Let's see if I can get you to see it better. There you go, you can kind of see it right at the tip of my finger. There is a diode. It's a, what is it, 1N4004. Let me look at the schematic. I have the schematic up on my computer, I think. Yep, 1N4004. And one website argues that just simply disabling that diode will disable the local control circuit. For those who don't know, the local control circuit, if you're using X10, is if you've got a lamp plugged into X10, if you turn the lamp off and back on again with its like on-off switch, it'll turn the X10 module on. And the X10 module always sends a very small amount of current, like quarter watt, basically. To sense that. And so that will sometimes cause problems in LED bulbs. So that's one of the things I've heard. The other thing is there's a little tiny jumper in there, and I don't know if you can see it. It's right in front of that big blue capacitor. Come on, phone, focus. I'm having a hard time. It's right between, there's a big blue capacitor at the upper, there's a big blue capacitor in the upper left corner, and then there's a jumper, and then a resistor, and then the integrated circuit. It's like right in there is the jumper. So somebody suggested that cutting that jumper disables the local control circuit. And then somebody else said that they usually do both. So, I'm going to try those things and see. Other thing is here I have a Leviton X10 module here. It's the... see, I got that from the Habitat store for $1.50. I got a bunch of them there. 6376 module. And uses a slightly different integrated circuit. And obviously the rest of the circuit is slightly different as well. Can you read that? No. I can barely read it. It's a 78561, I think. I'm going from memory now. Hold on. Yep, H78561 is that integrated circuit. So I've got two of the. I've got a bunch of these, and two of them don't work, and I would like to repair them if at all possible, because they're expensive to replace unless more come into the Habitat Restore. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. I haven't even found a schematic for these yet. I found a schematic for the appliance module, and then here, there's the one where somebody suggests removing that diode. This might be a schematic from the person that, here they also recommend removing the jumper, but, yeah, so one person recommends both, and there's a schematic that only recommends maybe this one. Yep, this one recommends placing the diode. They don't mention the jumper at all. No, one. This one mentions removing the jumper, and where's the diode? Do they remove the diode? There's one in. Ah, so the diode is for local current sense, and the jumper is for the local control. So I could wait, here's another. That one goes between the relay coil. So that's not the same one, right? Because then there's two. So this one goes to ground. So I get it. So you, theoretically, you can do one or the other because you can't have local control without the current sense, and but it's silly to disable just one. So I'm going to disable both, and we'll see if that solves it. And that'll, I got to look into doing the same thing with the lamp modules. I don't have the same issue with the lamp modules with the lamp. So what's happening with the appliance module is I'll turn off those lights over there. Are they on right now? Yes, they are. So I'll turn them off. And they will eventually turn themselves back on. And depending on what bulbs I have set up and when and why, sometimes they will turn themselves back on right away. Sometimes it takes up to 24 hours. Other issue that I've had is that some LED bulbs light faintly when because of that local control current again. Like you can see those two torture lamps there on either side of that door. This one there. So that's off with the X10. But because there's just a small amount of current being sent to it for the local control purposes, that's enough to light an LED bulb. In fact, theoretically, the X10 modules draw more current for the local control circuit and for, than the LED bulb actually is drawing. So, there's on, that's off. And I did not like that at first because I wanted my lights to be off when they're off. And then eventually I was like, well, what? It's kind of cool that even when I turn them off, they still glow a little bit. But we'll see, because that could get old. I don't know. I'd like to have the option to turn them off at least, so we'll see. Anyhow, yep, that's it. So I'll let you know how that project comes.